Okay. Fences away from the structure and retaining walls that are farther from the structure than twice their height. Okay, the retaining wall has no immediate effect on the foundation. It's beyond the scope of the inspection. Fences 6 feet to the structure, part of the wood destroying insect report. Farther than 6 foot, it's outside of the Texas Real Estate Commission inspection purview. It's outside of the Texas Structural Pest Control purview. So, but this retaining wall is more than twice its height from, well, let's start here with the fence. This fence is touching the house, so this is conducive to wood destroying insects. Termites can take advantage of coming into the fence, using the fence to bridge the small distance into the structure. Most people want fences, most people want bathrooms. That's conducive to wood destroying insects, okay? Most people want kitchens, those are conducive to wood destroying insects. And so is the fence, so it's there, it's conducive by design. Okay, we come over here, wood to ground contact, that's 6 feet away. This is wood to ground contact. Okay, so it's a fence, wood to ground contact, both. Okay, retaining wall 4 feet, farther than 8 feet away from the structure. This retaining wall could fail tomorrow. This fence could fail today. These things could fail, and they're not going to have any immediate effect on the structure. And they're beyond the purview. But we're coming on along. How long do fences last? Well, if a fence is designed completely by code, which is minimum standard, by the way, and by the building materials, it may last longer, but you shouldn't expect more than 14 years of service life from a fence. Now you got a wooden retaining wall, and it's built to code, which is minimum standards, but with these building materials, about 14 years is what you should expect. Now, if you just threw it up like a tree house, then it's only going to last about 14 years. Built it any kind of way, it's only going to last about 14 years. Build it perfect, it's only going to last about 14 years. It has to do with the materials. It has to do with the materials. But coming around here, we're looking at our retaining wall a little bit, which is beyond the scope of this inspection. And we got, okay, so that's kind of bowing out a little bit. Needs a little TLC. I'm not saying the whole fence needs to be a whole retaining wall. I'm not saying the whole system needs to be replaced immediately because this thing is sticking out. No. Does it need a little bit of work? Yeah. Will it last longer if you maintain it? Yes. I would stain what's available. I would. And then force it back in there. And try to get some more use out of it. You're going to enjoy this. This is not going to last forever, but nothing does. Not even your home inspector. I'm not going to last forever either. Okay, we got a little bit of rough area right in there. Got some cracking and peeling paint. Needs to be stained, power wash, those kinds of things. Okay, these are all coming out. This corner is failing faster than anywhere. Why? Because of all the pressure. Look, where does gravity? Everything goes downhill. Where are we? We're downhill. This is where everything's gonna. Okay, so this is what we got. Okay, this whole corner right here is failing. It looks like somebody's been aware of that. They put this little board in here, try to save it, but they tried. You can't blame them for that. All right. So we got a little corner here that's gonna, the problems are gonna show up here faster here than over there. And then we kind of move on around. We're coming on up, and we got another board over here that's coming out. Will this make your inspection report? Yeah, it will make your inspection report down in optional systems beyond the scope of the inspection, but I'm not going to ignore it. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't see it. I'm not going to not tell you about it. But yeah, I'm not you might want to get a fence person to come in here and tell you, because I'm not sure the whole thing needs to be replaced. But I tell you what, if you get these 2-3 items addressed in the here and the now, sooner rather than later, then you'll get more use out of the entire system.